Hey guys, it's Pidge from the PidgeBlog here, bringing you another modelling video. This time I'm going to be talking about making markers for wrecked vehicles and smoke launchers using everyday household items and modelling tools and paint, basically. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Basically I'm going to show you how to make a bit of cotton wool, some paint and a 2p piece into something that looks a little bit like that. Really easy to do. I've done it in 5 minutes and I'll show you how to do it. I'll get back to you with the items. Okay guys, so we've gone over what we're going to be doing. Now I'll run you down on the tools that we'll need for the job. First off, we're going to be needing some super glue. I've got a couple of paints lined up here, all fire colours anyways. I've got some blazing orange, some blood red, some sunburst and some golden yellow. I've got a tank brush, a basing tool, so I've got, well, tool, just a 2p piece really, just to pop it to. I mean, you could use a large round base, you could use 5p pieces, 10p pieces, but I've got plenty of 2p's and 1p's knocking around in the flat, so I'm going to use one of these today. Black spray paint, and the main ingredient is going to be some cotton wool. I'm using cotton pleat because there's a lot of it, and it's really pliable, to be fair. You could use all sorts of stuff really. You could use cotton wool balls, or you could use the insulating fibre from pillows, for example. But I'll run you around on what the next stage is in a second. Okay then guys, so we're going to get to the next stage then, which is going to be obviously sorting out the basis for your smoke or for your fire. This one I'm going to do some fire on this one, like an immobilised or a wreck marker. So all we need first off is we need some cotton pleat. I'm going to tear a big chunk out here. So we've got a chunk about this size. It's alright actually, to be fair. All you need to do now is we need to just glue it to the base. So I'll just get my super glue out. Right, make sure that you cover all of the base, well, the super glue, onto the far edges of the 2p piece, because obviously the cotton wool is going to soak up quite a lot. So we'll pop that on like so. So we've got quite a good covering on there, and all we do now is pop the majority of the cotton wool onto the base, like so. Make sure we've got all of it on there, there's nothing overhanging. So we've got something that looks a little bit like that. It's on the base and it's setting already because it's absorbing like no one's business. And then we'll wait for that to settle in a minute, and we'll start moulding it and sculpting it out the way we like it. Okay, so back to this. Okay then, so we've got the cotton wool on the 2p piece base now, and it's fairly set. I mean, it's only been about a minute and a half, and it's already quite well on now. All we've got to do now is just sculpt it to like a look that we like. I mean, it's smoke, it billows, it goes everywhere. So all you really need to do is just like pick out all the fine edges and just pick a point that you like, really. So I mean, I'm going to settle with something that's very much like that. I'm quite happy with that look, to be fair. But again, you just pick out bits and stape it into the way you like. And all we've got to do now is we've got to spray it black. Okay then guys, so we've got the cotton wool in the shape we like. Now we've got to spray it. Today I'll be using some good old-fashioned Kelf black spray paint. And obviously I've got my spray station here. If you vary your distance from about 6 inches to a foot, you get a good effect. So if we start about this distance here, obviously depending on how dark you want it, depends on how close you want it. So if I want it darker at the bottom, I'll get a little bit closer. And it gets obviously a lot darker at the bottom than it is at the top. And obviously if we just dust it a bit at the top here, got a very good effect there. And then if I turn it around very carefully, trying to get our fingers wet onto the back side of it, do the same again. We just spray it up a bit, get the effect that you want. And again, if we need the darker effect at the bottom, we get closer, and then we'll leave it like so to dry, and I'll be back to you in a second. Okay then guys, so we've sprayed up the cotton wool to the desired effect all the way around. Similar effect, and it's looking quite good, to be fair, at the moment. And now what we've got to do is we've got to get the painting on. So if we just set this down here, and then all we need now is we're going to start with a red, nice blood red to start off with. And then if we, now don't forget this is going to be cotton wool, so you need quite a bit because it's going to soak like well, look a lot, to be fair. So if we get the blood red on there, and all we need to do is apply it liberally to the bottom and bring it up a little bit, spread it out a bit. And again, don't forget, this is really going to soak, so spread it around a little bit. And then all we need is just to get it around, all the way around the outside. And there we are, we've got the red on now, and then all we need to do now is get some orange on there, maybe a flick of yellow, and then we're practically finished. Okay there guys, so I finished putting the finishing touches on, same effect with a different paint. Put a little bit of yellow on there, and I popped a little bit of orange on there, make it look a little bit more fiery. So ultimately we get an effect that looks very much like that. Now I mean, to look at it, it doesn't look brilliant, but as a modelling effect, if I were to use our test subject here, young Lehman Ross, some rolls of 5 to wreck the vehicle, and you pop that on there on a gaming table, you got the effect that the vehicle's been wrecked. Or like I said, I mean, you could omit putting all the paint on there, go for a lighter brush, a lighter dusting of Chaos Black, or you could alternatively use an airbrush and pop a light grey on there, for example, for a smoke effect. If you've got smoke launchers on your vehicles, you can pop them in front of your vehicles like so. Obviously just imagine the smoke's not there, so you know obviously your vehicle has popped smoke, because sometimes I forget, and I'm sure you guys do as well. If there's any questions or comments you want to post below, by all means do so, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.